Say something, Shane.
Hey guys, can you hear us okay? Somebody give me some sort of indication we're good. Volume, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I can hear you.
Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome to the standards call for DBC 24. We're super excited about this year. Andrew, Matt, Shane, Brian behind the camera, Britt. We were gonna run through the three workouts. Basically, you're gonna basically have 4 scores plus the floater. So the day all told is 5 scores. And we'll go over sort of like the flow of the day to just get some things out of the way. First, parking. No parking at the rudder. We're gonna have half the lot and the other half is for staff. Sorry, that's out of our hands. Registration
I'm sitting. Who is it?
Mute.
Capra?
Registration from 6:30 to 7:30. We'll be there at, we're gonna build the rig at the rudder the night before. We'll be there probably at 5 at the latest, setting up and getting other things put together. As far as judges, volunteers, we could always use more. We need 18, more like 24 judges, and then a few to do the floater workout on the beach. So if you're interested or have friends that are interested, or your husband or whoever is coming and doesn't know what to do when you're not going or whatever, they can offer to help. 6:30 to 7:30 registration. We want to be wrapped at 2. If we're really lucky, we'll get done around 1 something, do the quick sort of podium and then get out of there. Couple things as far as community centric. One, for the first year ever, we're thinking we should actually all meet up and high five afterwards. So go to the rudder after we're done. Some of the guys, the staff volunteers, will be breaking down the rig and getting out of the rudder's way. Go into the rudder, eat, drink, be merry, and then we'll probably get cleaned up and go to the Bottle and Cork for jam all together at some time. I'll post it on Instagram when we kind of have that. If you have family or want to get cleaned up and need to handle your business, cool, just get there whenever you want, and then we'll take it from there.
You buying a first round, Shane?
Fundraising, I'm not buying the first round. There's 200 of you. Fundraising. We're at 30 something thousand right now on the platform. We have some other stuff to give, but I think the platform's around 33 or 34,000. I'd be surprised if we don't get to 50, but let's make a valiant effort to clear 50. That'd be awesome. Cafe Karma and Bagel Bums will be on site. They'll be there. I don't know. Don't hold me to it, but pretty bright and early. So don't worry about getting to Wawa first. Like, go to those guys. They have awesome stuff. The rudder opens for food and things at 10. So you could probably get an early lunch there too. There's going to be porta potties on site. Every year we destroy the Rusty Rudders faculties, and we're not doing that this time. We had porta potties last time. It was better. And then the last note is more judges, please, and I might as well say it again. So workout 1, probably going to take from 8 a.m. to 9:30-ish. Workout 2, 9:30-ish. There's a 15 or 20-minute gap in there to transition stuff, give people some break, whatever. 9:30-ish to 11-ish. Get the scores in as well as from the floater. So the floater, there's not going to be a sign-up sheet and there's not going to be assigned heat times. We don't want you to conflict with the other workouts for the day. So you go and get it done when you see fit. It's sprinting in sand and kayaking fast. That's it. It's going to be a hell of a cardio heart rate jacker, but it's not like you can't recover from it and do another workout. You have to get it done by 11. I would recommend getting it done by 10:30. If you don't have a score, you don't have a score. It carries on. The day goes on to workout 3 in the final, and you need your score in, or you're going to have a long shot. It's probably impossible to win. Workout 1, we'll go over. It's a complex, a weightlifting barbell complex. We've had questions. Yes, it means it's touch and go. It means you hold on to the bar. So from the start, you grab the bar, you do a deadlift, then you do a clean, then you do a hang clean, then you do a shoulder to overhead. That can be a strict press if you're a freak, or a push jerk, or a split jerk, however you want to get to shoulder to overhead. Some weight on. Andrew will do it real quick. So the way that this workout works is, hold on one second. The way the workout works. Can everybody mute? Thank you. So the way the workout works is 0 to 8 minutes, but 6 minutes is lifting. So you and your partner can build up to a heavy single complex. Your best weight is your score each. Your score is both of your best weight combined as one total weight. From 0 to 6 minutes is the weightlifting portion. You can do a buzzer beater at 5:59. You can lift the barbell up for that deadlift, and then as long as you don't drop it, the weight will count. Then you go straight into double unders. So first we'll talk about this complex. So all together, deadlift, open the hips, shoulders behind the bar. All right, well, he's just doing a bunch of deadlifts. That's okay. So deadlift, then a clean from the floor, can be power or squat, then a hang clean, power or squat, and then a shoulder to overhead. Strict press, push jerk, split jerk. However, shoulder to overhead. Then you are done, and then your partner goes and you just keep adding weight until you can't. The available weight will be 320 pounds for men and 310 pounds for women. If you look like you can do more and you can convince us that you might, we have extra weight. So come to us before you heat. Then that's from 0 to 6 minutes. 5:59, Andrew hits a buzzer beater. He clean and jerk. He does the whole complex at 3:20. Then he picks up his jump rope and he's going to do 20 dubs, or I mean, not 20 dubs, as many double unders as he can unbroken. If you're in scaled, as many single unders as you can unbroken. So whether you give up or trip, that count is done. In other words, you're both going to make as many attempts as you see fit in 2 minutes. Once 8 minutes is on the clock, you're done. There's no buzzer beaters for double unders. So the clock, it's essentially a time cap. You're done. So to make it super stupid simple, if both of you do 20 double unders 5 times, your score is not 100 plus 100, 200. Your score is 40. If one gets 81 and the other one gets 60, your score is 141. That's it. Like, we're only counting your best unbroken set, 1 each for each partner. That's your second score. So score 1 is total combined weight. Score 2 is the dubs or singles, your best efforts added up. Questions on workout 1? If you can like put them in the chat, Brian.
Okay. All right, first one is, will someone announce the 6-minute mark for us to start the jump rope portion?
Yes, for sure. We will have a countdown. We'll have probably a 30-second, 10-second, 3, 2, 1. Then you go into your dubs.
All right, does each partner have their own barbell?
No, you're sharing a barbell, you're sharing weight. You're being a team.
Barbell start unloaded.
Barbells start unloaded and lifts don't count without clips.
Only one person can be doing dubs at a time, correct? And you must alternate in attempts.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
a couple questions. Sorry. I assume if you're starting at 5:59, someone picks up the barbell, does one more attempt. I assume that the other person cannot start doing the double unders until that attempt is done. Say they
Correct.
finish at 6:15.
Correct. Only one person can work at a time at anything. So
Okay.
nobody can dub until the weight's done.
Okay, so then for the alternating, say someone goes 1:15, so the other person has like 45 seconds left. They go for 10 seconds, trip. The other person shouldn't go, right? You know what I mean? So you said they have to alternate. The other person has to start and do like 1 rep, and then the second person goes again.
If you want to game it that way, yeah, that's fine. But you do have to alternate.
So do they have to do 1 rep? Does that count as alternating, or do they just have to pick up their rope?
You should make an effort to do a rep. Yeah. I don't.
What's the definition of alternating? So
I think it's
if that first person is done, like they
Yeah.
already have their max, you know what I mean? So like that person
Yeah,
shouldn't.
I hear you.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, but also there's a chance that person breaks it somehow. I guess not if they've used over a minute. They're probably not going to eclipse their first score. But yes, somebody do a dub so your partner can go again. Yeah, they're alternating point blank.
Okay, it's all the judges are going to need to be clear about that. Just saying.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
We have a place to warm up prior.
Yeah, there's a warm up area. Some movements aren't warm upable. You know, there's not gonna be an extra rope climb anywhere, but there will be weights, there'll be a couple boxes.
Some mats to just do some dubs.
Yeah, some mats, there's gonna be some mats laid down to do dubs, as well as just like roll out, whatever. It's a tight space because everything is tight there. We use every square foot of that lot, but, yeah. Any other questions?
Let's move on.
All right,
Just real quick, if you guys go for a jerk, all right, and you catch it back here, it's the reps, your attempt's over, all right? So you get one attempt at a jerk. All right, so if it goes above your head, all right, that's it. All right, so if you catch it here and try and re-rack it and go for it again, it's not gonna count. All right,
if you wanna reposition your hands
yeah, that's.
and
fine.
get ready for the jerk, that's fine, but
Yeah, if you.
nobody
I mean,
reposition, it's not gonna be like a half jerk at that point. You're probably gonna be in front of your face or under your chin, repositioning. Once you get over your head, it's an attempt. Hardly anybody makes the second attempt, and it's not safe, and we have to be conscious about space and safety and all that stuff. So try again.
Just don't miss it.
Just don't miss. Any other questions on workout 1/1A, 1B? Okay. If not, workout 2. Workout 2 is AMRAP style. So workout 2, Andrew will demo. Hopefully you can see us all the way down here. We'll have you looking down the lane. So obviously sorry, I know it's like a project. Hold on. So at Dewey, obviously the rig is set up like this, your lanes go like this, and then this is highway 1, this is the rudder. We've been there before. The rope is hanging from the back upright, just like the last 2 years. The gymnastics bar is here. The gymnastics bar is 2 inches taller than last year. Sorry, short people. Tall people were literally skimming their shoes. So you have a partner to lift you up. You're gonna have some mats and weight. You can get up there however you can. You're gonna start behind the rig. 3, 2, 1, go. And proceeds to 40 toes to bar, split between you two however you see fit. You can do 5s, 10s, you can go 40, whatever you want to do. Moving on, and for that, if you're scaled, hanging knee raises. Hanging knee raises look like open hips, closed hips. It's not rocket science. You know if you're not doing them right, and the judges will know too. It just looks kind of funny if you're not. So that's the scale. Then we're going to not alternating, dumbbell snatches from the floor. Both heads of the dumbbell need to touch the ground every rep, not single head. Okay, so Matt can do 5-5 each arm. It doesn't matter. He and Andrew can switch however they see fit. You're just getting to 30 done. And that's just gonna be a different weight for the scale. So pretty simple, straightforward there. Then you're proceeding past the dumbbell down further where you're doing box facing burpee box jump overs. We've had questions about alternating. So Andrew would do one and then go over, and then Matt would do one and come this way. No, you can't do that. You have to be in line with your lane the whole time. We don't have infinite space between lanes. So chest to deck, hips to deck, a legit burpee, stand up, get over the box. You do have to jump. You can't step up. You don't have to step down. Just be under control, moving fast, however you want to get them done. If you want to clear the box, sure, it's a lot more work. I don't know how much fat.
If you guys can hear us, we can't we're not seeing anything anymore froze.
Yeah, the last thing we heard was jumping over the box.
I just texted Brian Scott, so hopefully they'll get it back up.
Sorry, guys. The gym, Wi-Fi. They can hear me, they can't see me. Can you hear and see me now? Somebody say, yup.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry about that, we're good. We're recording this as well, so if anybody has questions, we will get it up to the YouTube for Wheelhouse. We weren't able to last year, we screwed up. So. Then to rope climbs. Huh? Where did you guys get cut off? Can somebody indicate that to me?
Where you did the jump over the box. That's the last thing we heard.
Alyssa, you're the bomb. Okay. Rope climbs. Rope climbs. They're at the back of the rig. The upright is 15 feet. There's a painted black line on the rope that's 12 feet. RX scaled. For this,
RX is touching the.
RX is touching the cross member, the steel above, right? We get some pretty awesome photos of that. Trust me, it's worth it. So you do that, you can alternate them. You can go whatever. This entire AMRAP is not you go, I go style. It is go however you want to go. There's no minimum work requirement. Not one partner has to do one of something. Just get the work done as a collective. 6 rope climbs, and then you're back to your toes to bar and your knee raises, and then your dumbbell snatches and your burpee box jump overs facing the box. Then boom, boom, boom. Right? It's an AMRAP for 8 minutes. So you're gonna get through that a few times if you're moving. Questions on workout 2, which is effectively your 3rd score of the day, but the 2nd actual workout.
Oh crap, I've missed them all.
Burpee standard. Can you step back and what's that say?
Can you step back and or step forward or only jumping back and forward?
Oh, can you step up to the box to?
Can you step back the burpee? So
Yeah.
Yeah, you can step back and you can step up. That's fine.
just have to jump.
Yeah. Just
Over
has to
the
be a,
box.
just has to be a jump. It has to be. That's it. I mean, chest to deck, a legit burpee, and then jumping up onto the box or over the box. Any other questions? Any other questions about workout 2?
You guys just have to work together, like as a team. One person can't be finishing up the burpee box jump overs and then the next person on.
Scaled
Next
rope
thing.
climb, just one hand over the painted line.
Yeah, just touch the painted line.
Yeah.
You don't have to clear it with both hands.
Does the partner who's not working, do they have a specific place to stand or can they be anywhere?
They can be, we're using the term within arm's length, which within arm's reach of your partner. It's obviously not going to be strict because when you're jumping over the box, you're further away, but you have to be in the vicinity of each other because we only have one judge per lane. And what we see a lot at all competitions is Andrew finishes a burpee box jump over here and Matt's on the rope. And how does the judge judge that? We don't want any sort of gray area. So Matt's gonna be here, Andrew's gonna finish this, and then he's gonna jump, and then they're gonna run down together and be at the rope climbs together. So safely within a close distance to your partner. Just make it easy on the judges. This thing's for charity. We have some super legit judges coming, people that were just at all the semifinals on their own dime, which is insane. Amazing judges volunteering their time every year and wrangling up the judges and assigning lanes and whatnot. So just make it easy on them. Like nobody's getting paid to do this. Workout 2. Any other questions? can you clarify what you meant about not going, you go, I go? I just meant crisscross. So some people, you can go literally one burpee box jump and then your partner can go, that's fine. But sometimes when people are doing box jump overs, you'll jump this way and then the partner will jump this way. And then the other person this way and then this way. And it's called like a crisscross or a crossover. You can't do that at our competition because it's too tight. So we don't.
You could have somebody standing here, Drew standing here, I do a burpee, I do burpee, I can over, finish, Drew can go right around.
Yeah, so you can just, you're gonna be basically working in the same lane together. You're not crossing the lane. Does anybody?
Each team member have to do a rep at each station, or can one person do all the reps at one station?
No, there's no minimum work requirement for
Somebody could
anything.
do it.
So if somebody can't do rope climbs, they don't have to, but your partner needs to do them. All of them. You guys divvy that up however you see fit based on your current skill levels, your fatigue, where you're at the day of, or just in general in your like fitness journey. So just make it work. So while this is all happening, workout 1A, 1B, 2 scores, workout 2, a 3rd score. You're fitting in time to go to the beach. It's the bay by the rudder, not the actual beach. And you're doing the floater. The floater is, everybody knows that there's a volleyball, there's maybe not everyone, there's a beach volleyball net there and it's a sand court into the bay water. So Dewey Beach Water Sports, who are awesome, every year donate stuff for us to use for our comp. So on Sunday morning, go get a jet ski from them or something, show them some love. But we will be doing a 3, 2, 1 go shuttle sprints on the beach, the bay beach, between basically the distance of the 2 uprights of the volleyball net, which is about 30 feet. So down and back is 1. So your partner, you're going to do 10. You're going to go down and back 20 times for 10 reps. Then your partner's going to do the same thing. Then you're going to sprint to your tandem kayak and you're going to tandem kayak out into the bay. There will be a buoy out there, which will be made obvious to you. You'll go around it and come back. Once the nose of your kayak hits the sand, your judge hits time. You take your scorecard and you bring it to the scorers table. And that's your floater workout score. Those have to be in, I would say before 10:30. Just get it done. Don't make it crazy. Because if everybody goes there at 10:30 to get it done by 11, it won't happen and the whole day will be really screwed up. So just get it done when you have 5 minutes. There's no time cap on that either, which can be a bitch, but just move fast. You'll get it done. What? Oh, we're going around cones. So there's going to be basically, if these are the volleyball court uprights, we're lining cones up in line with it. You're going to go around the cone. So there'll be cones. Okay. You're not running in line with like it's the open and like breaking the plane and touching the ground. You're going to be running around the cones. And then
Hey, Shane and Brian, we can't see you guys running around the dumbbell.
sorry.
There you go.
Like this. Holy shit. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me fix it. Okay. You're in line. You're looking down the barrel of the volleyball net. So you're basically, these cones are 30 feet apart. We're not going open standard where you go here, you touch the ground because the ground's going to be sand. It's like very uneven surface. So instead, you're going to run around a physical obstruction. So it's more like a cone drill and not like a shuttle sprint.
You have to go around it with both feet.
You have to go around it with both feet. You can't touch the ground in front of it. So if you insist on being like a ground toucher, it's fine, but all of you has to be behind this cone. Questions on that? That score is just a time. So you just have to do those shuttle sprints to the standard. The judge will be telling you, if you didn't do whatever. It's basically just counting shuttle sprints. It's not rocket science. And then kayaking super hard. Once you hit the sand with the nose of your kayak, time, clock it, bring it to the scores table.
Back is 1 breath.
Down and back is 1 rep. Similar to CrossFit Games rules.
How many lanes are there for the floater?
How many
Lanes,
lanes?
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna have
be-
5 kayaks, so there will be 5 lanes. Unless like a judge goes missing or something. Cool. Workout 3, the final. Any other
Do
questions?
both team members need to remain in the kayak? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna hit
Yeah,
the
both
sand in
team
the kayak
members.
together.
Yeah, the end is just,
You don't get out of your kayak until you hit the sand.
yeah, you don't have to like rush out of your kayak and flip and
Yeah.
crash. Just get the nose on the sand and
Yeah.
that time's up.
Mhm.
Well, judges will have
This is-
stopwatches keeping track of time.
Can partner 1 put kayak in water while partner 2 is sprinting? The kayak will be in the water, so the back of the kayak will be just barely on the sand so that it's not floating away. And then you'll do both of your sprints. I would say no, partner 2 can't do anything. Our partner 1 can't do anything until partner 2 is past that 10th shuttle sprint. So they'll go down and back and then kind of go to the water. The water's not very far away. If you've never been there,
It's gonna be close.
the water's edge and the lane will be 30 feet. Yeah. So there's not like a lot of time to save by doing that. Down to workout 3, the final. There's 2. Obviously, there's RX and scaled versions of this. I'll read the scaled version right now. Let me see. All right. See if you can't see. No, that's good. We're good. So for the scaled version, you are starting at your barbells, scaled and RX are starting at your barbells with your backs to the barbells. I'll talk about the flow and the safety precautions here after I just go through the rep scheme. So scaled is going to be 20 snatches at 95-65, 20 toes through rings. Talk about those in a second. I'm sure there's questions. 20 clean and jerks at the same weight, 95-65, 20 pull-ups, kipping or strict or butterfly pull-ups. Then tie break time. So after you've done your first 80 reps, it's a tie break time. It will be the overall tiebreaker for the competition if there are ties on score. And then you'll add weight. There's going to be another 20 snatches at 135-95, 20 ring pull-ups. We'll show those too. They can be strict or kipping / butterfly. You have a week to practice if you haven't yet. Then 20 clean and jerks at another weight. So you go from 95-65, 95-65, 135-95 snatch, 185, 125 clean and jerk. 20 reps the whole way through. The last gymnastics movement is chest to bar pull-ups. So it's snatch, toes through rings, clean and jerk, pull-ups, snatches, ring pull-ups, clean and jerks, chest to bar pull-ups. If you're a scaled athlete and you're very upset by seeing chest to bars, it's okay. It's just like the open workouts where you can't necessarily, you get time capped. Like this workout is not going to be finished by a lot of people. It will be finished by some and not by what I would say probably more than some. It's a lot of technical movements. It's lifting, it's progress. It's progressing through heavier weights as you continue to lift, as well as a bunch of gymnastic skills. For RX, 20 snatches at 135-85, 20 pull-ups, 20 clean and jerks at the same weight, 135-85, then 20 chest to bar pull-ups. Below the collarbone, touching the bar, chest to bars, right? That's what your judges will be looking for. If you don't have a shirt on, it'll be pretty obvious. If you have a shirt on, it's still obvious if you're cheating it. If you miss, you know you missed. If your judge doesn't catch it, just do an extra rep. Things for charity, who cares? Then that's the tie break time. So snatches, pull up, chest, clean and jerk, chest to bar pull ups, tie break. That's your time. Then you add weight. You do 20 more snatches at 185, 115, 20 bar muscle ups, 20 clean and jerks at 225, 155, and then 20 ring muscle ups. First time we've had ring muscle ups. So for workout 2, there will be a rope at the back of the rig. Then we will transition to getting the ropes out of the way and tying them up to the upright so they're clearly out of the way and scooching the ring sets over. got 12 brand new sets of rings. These questions will come up. The bar is a fixed height. There are no J hooks and the rings are a fixed height. The rings have to be set to tall athletes because. So you have to get up there. Those are some of the few disadvantages to being not tall in CrossFit. So let's just make it work. And then, okay, so safety precautions / workout flow. In order to make safe space between lifters, we didn't want them all to be straight down the lane looking at the rudder. That would essentially put you all 7 feet apart, which is not a safe distance, especially when you get to 185 clean and jerk, 185 snatch, 225 clean and jerk, and 115 for women and 155 for women. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna offset. So this team's bar is right here. This team's bar is right here. Don't freak out. You're not gonna travel extra distance because after that tie break time, when you go to add the second weight for the heavier snatch, you and your partner are going to move here. So if you happen to be in a lane starting close to the rig, the second 2 lifts are further from the rig. And if you happen to be in a partnership that's starting further from the rig, the second 2 lifts at the heavier weights are closer to the rig. So all told, you're going to travel the same the same distance. That's that. Your judges will know, and you guys will be able to make sense of what you need to add or subtract for the weights. We will go over that. We don't need to review all that right here, right now, but it'll be pretty obvious. Lastly, once you've done your 20 chest to bar pull-ups, if you're in scaled, or your 20 ring muscle ups, if you're in RX, it is a race to the finish. There's a finish line at the end of the lane. Be careful, don't trip on your bars and extra weight, but that's when your time will stop. So at that point, you're all starting from the same starting line. So you've staggered. We've made it even, and then you're all doing the same movement at the same rig, and you run to the finish line, which are also even distances. Questions? I'm sure we have a lot.
We're only moving the barbell once.
You're only moving the barbell once. So you're either starting close to the lane, close to the rig, and finishing and adding weight further, or you're starting further from the rig and finishing and adding weight closer to the rig.
Question was, will there be a board with a workout or will the judges guide us to the next move? I think it'll be the judges telling you what to do next.
Yeah, our score sheets were made up by Brian from Conquest Events. He's going to be there scoring, keeping stuff running. Housekeeping note, don't bother Brian. Bother me or Britt or Andrew. Not Brian. Brian's scorekeeping. He can't talk to you. We will settle stuff. We will settle disputes, whatever. Still though, there's a spirit of the games here at play, right? This is for charity. We're benefiting the Moore's Children's Pediatric Cancer Research. And that's kind of the main thing. So yeah, you're super fit and you want to show off and get pictures taken with your shirt off. That's all well and good, but let's keep it super sportsman-like. Any questions on some of these movements? Because there are some new things, some foreign things to people.
Saying the only thing was, just going back to their question was, there's not going to be a big board up there that'll tell you what to do next.
No.
Just let the director.
We don't have a Jumbotron yet. We're gonna get there someday. No.
Use the stuff.
We will brief the workout and your judge will have it right there, just like when you do the CrossFit Open. There are the standards there, there's the rep scheme there, and there's also scoring subtotals. So if you get through 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 27, you got 67 reps at a glance. You will see the subtotal will be 20, 40. Oh, that's not 67. What the hell is that? 127. So it'll be 20, 40, blah, 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 plus the reps you finished in that last unfinished round, just like the Open. Intuitive. Yeah, okay, so we have questions coming up.
Does time stop when the first partner crosses the finish line, or both partners need to cross?
Both partners, so we don't care if you both run at the same time, but the last partner is the time.
And then are partners required to change the weight on the barbell together, or can one partner change weight?
Oh, that's the one exception. That's the one exception to the rule of staying. Great question, whoever. Can't see that far, Amber. the one exception to the rule of being in the vicinity of your partner is when you're changing your weight, you and your partner are gonna move the barbell to the second weight, the heavier snatch weight. Then one person can change the weight while the other one starts the ring pull-ups or bar muscle-ups. No, what?
Yes.
No,
It's gonna be here. So they don't have to change it.
so they have to change them together, they can't start.
Yeah, no.
So you'll change them together because you're gonna be,
Just the bars.
yeah, so there's,
It's always after gymnastics.
Change weight.
so the only exception would be after the,
Or muscle ups.
You gotta change weight together.
Just change them.
yeah, change weight together,
Just keep it consistent. No guess.
change weight together. Teamwork makes the dream work.
No, this is in the parking lot. The only thing in the sand is the floater.
Yeah.
One partner can, we answered that.
Any other questions? There weren't as many questions as I thought, but we'll show you a couple, toes through rings.
So real
And
quick,
ring
I'll just
pull-ups.
run through all the standards. Guys, real quick for snatches, things our judges are gonna be looking for, the snatches, one movement from the ground to overhead. So, this is not a finished position. What, can you show me those? There you go. So, this is not a full rep, all right? This is. All right, so make sure you establish your rep before dropping it. All right. Establish it and then move to the next one. Toes through rings. Popping up to the rings. All right, starting basically at the bottom of a pull up here. And then going toes, basically hitting your knuckles. All right,
So they have to be through the rings, Drew, not through.
through the rings. Yeah, they're not just here, they're actually through the ring, the holes, yep. Over here, ring pull-ups. Chin just has to come above the bottom of the rings. All right, you can kip them. All right. What else we got? Ring muscle
Try
ups.
butterfly, they're fun.
What's that?
Try butterfly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No way.
I just did them the other day.
Muscle ups. What we're looking for is elbows locked out. All right, and shoulders basically in front of the straps here. Or just in line with the straps. All right, so a no rep would be basically pushing off. All right, and locking out as you're pushing off. All right, we want to see full lockout here. All right, and then you can go back into the next rep.
So in other words, if you are falling away from the rings,
Or
you
like,
probably got a lockout behind the rings, not over the rings. So don't punch the rings away and fall away. Punch out, get a full dip at the very top, make it count, make it obvious for the judges again, don't make it tricky.
So there's a question, is there space for teams that have a pop tent? There is, but it's limited, so
Yeah,
first
it's
come,
limited.
first serve.
First come, first serve, I would say there's probably enough space for
A lot.
30 tents, 20 something tents.
Big print.
Clean and jerks, pretty straightforward. Bring it to the shoulder. And then overhead, again, we're looking for the same thing here. This is not a rep here because our hips not open all the way up. So hips open all the way up and then elbows locked out and biceps past your ears. Any questions on clean and jerks? You can split it, but just make sure you bring your feet back to center before you bring the bar down. All right. Just make it easy on your judge. Chest to bars. We've got. Last year, judging these was pretty tough because we saw a lot of people coming up and getting here, and you really have to touch chest on the bar. All right, in order to do that, might need to go a little wider. All right, and really pull elbows back and hyperextend to make it count. All right, so, don't, don't leave any doubt, all right?
Can you give a couple butterfly chest
Yeah.
bars? Give me 3 butterfly chest bars.
And don't get pissed off and get no rep. Butterfly chest to bars.
Yeah.
Air up his chest.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you're hitting the chest on the bar. Very straightforward there. Bar muscle ups. Feet can't come above, as you're kipping, all right? That also goes for the rings. Feet can't go above the rings for ring muscle ups, bar muscle ups. All right, lockout.
No
Anything else?
resting, but not taking your
Yeah.
hands off the bar.
Yeah, you can't take your hands off the bar up top here. If you rest, you gotta be pressed up, all right? What else?
I think that's it.
Pretty much it.
Mhm.
Any
Questions
questions
on
on
the toes?
standards?
Yeah.
This is the highest skilled workout of the day, I think, so
Can you get back up? That way.
make sure you guys are doing the right reps.
So toes to rings, toes have to go through the rings, so toes can't touch them. I mean, if you're touching your knuckles, they're pretty much through the rings. Right? I mean,
Just get your toes through the rings. That's what the movements.
lock out on the supports position, shoulders on top of the wrists, lock out, pushing away from the rings, no rep. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Please, only one person can be doing dubs at a time. Yeah, only one person does
Oh, that
dubs
was
at a
unit
time. We
9.
covered that. Let's see, right,
Yeah, I think we
That's
covered
it.
those.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Shane, back. to
Guys,
you.
any other questions on the movements themselves or the flow of the workouts or anything? Or the day of things like Shane said, there's no parking. You can do street parking in Dewey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
just
on
have to
Park Mobile.
download,
Park
yeah,
Mobile
download
app.
the app.
Easy.
Yeah, it's
Super easy.
North Beach has a paid parking lot. They're a partner of people who own Rusty Rudder. It's the same people. What else?
I mean, just the easiest thing to do is drop off your stuff at the curb. Partner gets out, takes that stuff, you go find a parking spot, use the app, you're done. It's easy.
Yeah, it's
Pay
not,
for the day.
it's not hard to find a parking spot.
Not that time of the day.
And I don't know what it costs for the whole day, maybe $20.
I would think
You
it's
just
not-
keep
it's
adding a
really
couple
cheap.
bucks at a time. Especially we'll be there, if it all runs really smoothly, you'll be there at 6, 7 something to 2-ish. The comp, and then you can hang at the rudder or whatever, obviously you want to do, but, it's not gonna be a ton of. Any other? Okay. Any other questions? I think I had one more thing to say, but I cannot remember it, so there it goes.
You guys, Brett, you got anything to say?
Yeah, we're super excited, guys. We're excited to benefit Nemours. They've been super hands-on, actually. The whole fundraising platform is theirs. They put that together for us. The prize bags are really coming along. Off the top of my head, the top fundraising team will get gift cards from the Rusty Rudder, the Starboard, Helios sunglasses, which are in Rehoboth Beach. They will get a barbell sent to them from True Grit, whether you're a man or a woman, both of you will get, this is 2 of everything. So for the top fundraising team, you'll get Rad 1 training shoes. For all the winners of the divisions, you'll get Rad runners, the R1 runners. I don't want to forget people, so okay, Cafe Karma, gift certificate, a bunch of stuff. Local companies as well as national companies as well as CrossFit brands. There's some awesome vendors that are going to be on site. Evolve Nutrition, some of our buddies, protein company, Ivy Drip Bar, Life Med. I'm going to stop naming because I'm going to forget people. I don't have a script.
McGovern Inc.'s Porta potties will be there.
Governing porta potties are there, the best in the business, really nice to poop in. Let us know if you have any questions. And thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Sorry, this isn't like the most well-produced video that you see every year, but we think it gets the job done. Thank you, judges. That's what I wanted to say. Judges, you're the boss. Athletes, listen to your judges. They're there for free. They're there to have a great time. Hopefully we have amazing weather again. We just want to have a good time and high five at the end of the cork at Jam. That's it. It's all about fundraising. The fundraising platform will stay open until midnight the Sunday after DBC. So keep them trickling in. But having said that, we will announce the top fundraising team the day of, at the end of the competition. We will look at the platform and see what team has the most fundraised. So far, it's some people from Rhode Island, some Massachusetts, Boston area folks. I mean, the Mid-Atlantic better catch up and represent. So thank you. That's it. 48 minutes of your time.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you in Dewey.
Dewey.